against the freshly amended Electoral Act, stating that it is an attempt to push the country into a one-party state. The national chairman of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, Ahmed Ajuji, who read the speech on behalf of all the political parties, noted that the act does not reflect the will and aspiration of Nigerians for free, fair, transparent and credible elections. The parties called on the National Assembly to begin a fresh amendment process to address unfavorable aspects of the act. Of course, joining me to discuss this, I have both of them right here in the studio with me. Justice Ojeno, he is a lawyer and of course a legal luminary. It's good to have you on the show.
It's my pleasure to join you. Good
Happy
evening,
New Year to you.
Yeah,
it's the first time we've seen this year.
Yes.
And of course I have Dr. Adini Ujikutu. Good to have you on the show as well.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you too. This is the first time we're seeing this year as well.
Yeah, I think so.
It's good to have you. All right, Justice, let me begin with you quickly. And with everything you saw, with the way things are going right at the moment, how would you address the fact that the opposition leaders are coming out at this time to kick against an act that has already been passed? Do you think this was a rather too late a move to make? Or at the end of the day, what is your general standpoint when you heard the news that they are now gathering now to say, look, we are not interested in this amendment that's just been passed?
Okay, for me, I think that a lot of them raised their voices even before the law was passed.
Okay.
And unfortunately, as per our constitution, legislative actions are as provided by the constitution. So once the thresholds in the constitution are met, unfortunately, a law will be passed if even the people are not generally happy with it. And sometimes we usually talk about in law, lex non cogita ad impossibilia. You can't use the law to compel the impossible, but where the constitution clearly states that once you meet a particular threshold, whether a simple majority or super majority in case of constitutional amendment, then once that is met, the laws can be passed. Unfortunately, that was what happened in this case. Yeah, it's possible that a lot of Nigerians are saying that, that was not their intentions, but the legislators, because they already have the numbers, they passed the law and that is it. If we are now zoning in on how the electoral, how it affects the Electoral Act and how it affects the average Nigerian, we can say that at this particular stage, the majority exactly had their way and there was nothing that the minority could do about it.
All right, Dr. Adini, quickly now, opposition argues that electronic transmission improves transparency. The government argues that given the infrastructural challenges, flexibility is also justified. Can both arguments coexist?
Yeah, he can coexist. It depends on the side of the divide that you are, if you are for or you are for against. Now, there are two theories.
All right.
The theory one and the theory two. The theory one are the people that has the majority, and they feel that if they give in to the agitations of the opposition, whereby you say every of the results should be immediately transmitted
in real time
by the by the IREV. That means that INEC results review portals that immediately the results are being, counted, the ballots are being counted, the results are being inputted, it should be snapped and sent or transmitted. That's the nomenclature. Transmitted real time. That's the theory. One are saying that what is important is the original certified true copy that is signed by the agents, by everyone at the polling unit, taken to the Ward Collation Center, to the LG Collation Center, and to the State Collation Center. That is the authentic. And the theory B is saying that you should, at that point, take the picture of the results, upload it immediately. Now, what is the internet penetration has become an argument in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Some are saying, quoting NCC, haven't said it's over 90%, 95% internet penetration, that should not be a problem for us in Nigeria. While the other people are saying, okay, in their villages, different examples, that even the issue of banking system, our financial sector, that is so, that we can all be proud of as one of the leading, sector in Africa, that you still have glitches, you still have issues that you do transfer, you do not get your money, and the people complain that I've sent money to you, you've not received it, that not to talk of INEC, results that would determine who leads and the future of certain set of people, that you should not subject it to, the transmission. Remember the fact that in the last election, INEC was saying that there were, glitches. There were people, no, not glitches, that's the end result. That there were over 150,000, attempts to hack into their servers. So implication is that there is gray hackers and there is black hackers. There is white hacker and black hacker. You can call them gray hackers, the black hackers. However, there are people that have learned hacking genuinely to help protect, have as defense for
like cybersecurity
experts, people doing, legitimate work. And there are black hackers that can also be called gray hackers that are not ethical in their own knowledge. They want to use their knowledge to infiltrate,
to cause harm,
to infiltrate the security system, the banking sector, and elections. To this effect, that the theory A are saying that you cannot subject elections to that. That what if, because of the dangers that with the hackers. And do you know why I feel that we should look at it from different angles? What if, look at what happened in Kaduna, Kano, years after, maybe Jonathan Buhari election, that they declared the result that Jonathan won and there was crisis. Now, if somebody, God forbid, hack into the INEC server and everybody are seeing the result real time and you have declared him the winner. And they later now discovered that there was came about a day or 12 hours after or 24 hours after, and you now say in the real sense, based on the real evidence that we have, the person is not the winner. You will have set that section that is of the country ablaze. So therefore, I feel that even if you feel we should go, to direct transmission, you should also give it a second thought. Laws are made for people. Generally, what you're also saying is let's also have a plan B. The plan B is the theory A that said that, in their own wisdom, let there be certified true copy and let it be the basis of litigation or thank you very much.
Can I make a comment on
before you make a comment, I want to ask you this before we go, because we're going to the next topic now. Is the opposition actually defending democracy or preparing grounds to reject the 2027 results?
For me, I feel that it can be a potpourri of both. But again,
I needed to find that out.
It can be a potpourri of both. That's what I expect the opposition to do. If APC were to be in the opposition, I also expected them to also. They can't be clapping for ADC. If ADC were to be in power, they would have probably pulled stronger. But if you're strings. If you're beating fair and square, what's there to argue? Of course, but that has not happened. They have not been beaten. And of course, we know that even APC too, during their own time, even I think before elections were declared in 2015, they already 2014, they went to market, they went to town and started crying that it's possible that the results won't favor them and all. Everybody does it. It also happened between the Republican, even the first election that Trump won. Trump already said that the election was rigged. Then the result came out and it favored him. So it is opposition
another
policy.
section that
I want to respond to what
quickly, because of time. In 10 seconds, quickly.
I'm not particularly happy with his line of argument, because if we follow that logic and that line of argument, we will never ever have electronic transmission of results till the end of history. There will always be challenges.
Okay.
It is for us to look at the challenges head on.
And fix it.
In places where we have internet deserts, we can have satellite internet. There's something called satellite internet. In the middle of Sahara desert, there can be internet.
Thank you.
Don't let's go there.
This is an argument that cannot be won.
Thank you for your invention, Elon Musk.
These are arguments that cannot be won or lost. To this, there will always be divides.
Moving on to our next story. No.